Good morning, lady Democrat here. It is Sunday. I am here today with your top Democratic stories. So let's talk about it. Okay. Yesterday, the Democrats went out in Queens at the polls. They were at the polls and they were debating between two Democrats, a socialist and a capitalist Democrat, that were battling for Senate House Representative of Queens. So let's go. Two Democrats in the race. It's looking good. Now, moving right along. Now, this story I found very interesting. I double checked my sources because I wasn't really sure what this was completely about. So I did double check those sources before I brought it to you live. So a former CNN anchor and a chemistry professor will face off in a Democratic primary for the seat of Senate of Long Island. So power to the Democrats. The former CNN anchor, his name is John Avalon. Everybody who watches CNN knew him. Great guy, always thorough, always accurate information that you can rely on. And the chemistry professor's name is Nancy Garorf. So let's go, Democrats. At least this time it's two Democrats battling it out for a seat, right? Feel free to jump in, anybody, your opinions, anything you want to say about these matters. Okay, now moving right along to the Democratic fight that we always have for gun control in the House. So it seems that there was another shooting. A 44-year-old man named Travis Poise ran up in a shopping mall parking lot and unleashed. Why? Because he had the ghost on his rifle. He was able to unload. He killed 10 and injured almost 40 people in what they say was a 2-minute shooting. So, again, this is why Democrats go so hard for our gun control policies, because something like this could have completely been avoided. But because the Republicans do not want to side with us to ban online purchases of this gun accessory to make it automatic fire, unfortunately, casualties like this have to occur. Please feel free to join in. This is gun control. I know there are a lot of people out there that have an opinion on this. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, please jump in. Tell me how you feel. Join me. Let's talk about it. Now, moving right along, Democratic, and I am going to apologize here because this woman's name is very hard to pronounce. Democrat Paya Japal was questioned by the press yesterday about the rape of a young girl in Manhattan by aliens, illegal aliens. And do you know what her response was? She laughed. She laughed at the fact that an illegal alien did this. And they're here in this country because of Biden. Now, I am a God loving Democrat. I am. But this is one issue that Biden really needs to step up and handle, because now an innocent girl's innocence was taken by an illegal alien. An illegal alien. That means they didn't even have a right to be in this country. And the woman laughed when questioned and then said, "What are you going to do? They're already here." So this is very sad that that's how some Democrats are taking this. This is not a joke. This is a little girl. This was an illegal alien. An illegal alien. Okay? No right to be in this country whatsoever, and then did something ungodly like that. We need to stop this border crisis, Biden. All right, moving right along. Today, we have confirmed, well, I have confirmed by a couple of my sources, that we are doomed to repeat this in this election, the election of 1968, when Harry Truman lost to Republican Thomas Dewey. And as we all remember, Harry Truman rode around with the newspaper in his horse-pulled carriage, letting his supporters know that he had lost to a Republican. And he has a quote that I would like to quote that he said in 1968 after he lost the election to a Republican. He said, "The time has come in America for Democrats to step out of the shadows and into the sunlight." And I brought this up because this is a very, very historical quote said by Harry Truman. And to this day, almost 100 years later, this is something that us Democrats still do need to do. We need to step out of the shadows. We need to be more outspoken. We need to be heard. And we definitely need to have more of an opinion than we do now. And for our final Democratic story of the weekend. On Friday, I reported that Joe Biden was in the head of Trump. Unfortunately, I am reporting today that they are in a deadlock. So, come November 5th, I need Democrats everywhere to get out here, put your vote in for Biden, and remember, do not make this election about age, because at the end of the day, Joe Biden has a cabinet that will back him indefinitely. And this is why we have a vice president. Because if something happens and he can't do it, at least we know Kamala Harris can. With that, this is Lady Democrat signing off.